Hello, Zoe. How are you? It's been a while. Where you been? Out enjoying your summertime? Thank you for that thumbs up. Hello, Tyler. What's up? How is everyone doing? Well, that's good. It's your last year of high school, right? Yep, I noticed the picture. Funny guy, make me laugh. How's everyone been doing? Oh, we just popped on for a little bit. Tonight's the night of the big full moon. Oh, if I can keep up that long, probably about an hour and 15 minutes away. Bible Radio, class of 1983 here. How we doing? How we doing? How are things out in California and Illinois? And funny guy, is it Nebraska or North Dakota? Am I close? Funny how sometimes YouTube will share in one direction. I don't know why that is, but like yesterday we come in and it went Kentucky, there was a Tennessee, and then two people from Texas. I do. That was the only reason to go to the mall for me was we had a big arcade right beside the movie theater. Had to see who was going to be King of Pac-Man that week. I had that on black and white TV. Pong, table tennis, and tank. Yeah, we definitely hit 93 here today. No rain in sight either. I just wish we had a big ocean we could jump in real close. Sissy's Life. Hello, hello. Welcome back. And if anybody in the room hasn't subscribed to everybody else in the room, please do so. We're trying to let everyone build their channels at the same time. So anybody that comes into the chat, please check them out, like a video, give them a follow, drop a comment. That way they can follow you back. It is finally cooling down. I think it hit 82 right now, so the sun's down behind the old camper box, so yeah, I remember the old Atari 2600 with the joystick and the little red button. I played Frogger, Pac-Man. No, I had to ride the old bus. I didn't have a a dirt bike, BMX wise, until I was about 15 years old. And that was like a sophomore in high school. I had to ride the bus all 4 years, and I didn't get my car until I got out and went to the Army. Yep, I remember the old mopeds. iGen 4500. I don't know how big a one you need, but I keep a 4500 just for a backup. It runs my whole camper if I wanted to. Full tank of gas to get me about 16 hours of running. I think it holds 1.5 gallon. Westinghouse. Welcome in everyone. It's a pretty good jump. Everybody's in early tonight. Yep. Yep, everything with a little chain set on one back wheel. Set about that tall off the ground. The tire was maybe that big around and probably that fat. A cog the same size as the wheel. We got to burn a lot of candles. That was a good thing about having an old wood stove when you were young. Always had a nice warm fire going. But that meant about twice a day we had to get out there and bust up wood. Hello, Charles. Welcome in, welcome in. Did you get the notification tonight, Charles? Yep, solar is the way to go now, but I know a lot of our cameras at work are having a little conflict where the sun shifts and the trees are too tall. How about Charles? Charles got one. Some people tell me they get them and some people tell me they don't, and I've even had people tell me that when they go onto my channel, it tells them they're not subscribed anymore. I think I swallowed an act. Yeah, a lot of times we had to sit out and hold the brake and let somebody else start it for us. Pop the clutch and go. Your belly. Yeah, I think YouTube does that. Just to keep, you know, a lot of people will subscribe to you and never come back and watch it again. So they got a little thing in the system there. If you're not active or shown on someone's chat for a while, it will kick you out. I know what you mean. Hello, Nazilla. How are you? One thing at a time, Sissy. One thing at a time. Go with the flow and take care of the important stuff first. All the little stuff will come. It's been a while. Where have everybody been? Having a good summer? Welcome in, folks. Welcome in, everybody. And them little gnats are everywhere tonight. But we got some clear skies as of right now, so that full moon should be coming out soon. Yeah, they're all the candles belong to the wife. They're all scented. Some of her witcheries. I might light the wrong one and put a spell on myself. Good job, dog. Good job. Mrs. D will pop in here in a moment. Maybe she'll bring us out one. Used to have those little citrus buckets. Those are pretty cool. I tell you, I should wear short sleeves tomorrow and get the rest of my arms tan. People are coming and going by the numbers here. We go 5, 6, down to 0, back to 2. Yeah, I don't like showing the guns too much. And I have to wear one of the state shirts. They don't have any that has no sleeves in it. The bugs and mosquitoes are just as bad there. I done about a half a mile of sidewall trimming today and the bugs ate me up. That's the same thing the wife says, right. But the evenings are turning out pretty great around here. I'm thinking about doing a little camp hike this weekend. I got some new camping gear I want to try and set up and do a little video on. It's what the weekends are for, ma'am. You got enough room in the back of the land to have a pond put in? Any creeks or anything running by? I didn't guarantee if I had any kind of stream or running water going across my property, I would have a pond. Oh yeah, sometimes you go out on a Friday night and get the old bicycle gang going, and not even show back up till Sunday evening. Always had somebody's house you could stop at, and parents knew where you were because all the bicycles were laying in the yard. Of course, we had party lines and everything else back then, so all you had to do was pick up the phone and you'd know where the kids were. And we all had the same 3 channels. Well, that's good. That's good. Do you have a stream that runs through the property? And who is the photo of? I can't really see it. It's too small. Is that the granddaughter on the profile pic? Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Hit that thumbs up, double tap. And Bible Brothers, how often do you guys do the podcast? Well, you kind of need some kind of little water flow or underground spring to dig into, keep the water filling up. And here comes my train. Never fails. Well, if it keeps water all year long, that'd be a good place to start. Well, did you hit any water in the bottom of your post hose when you were digging them? Or did you drive all metal stakes? Yep, 3, 13, and 8, and I think every Sunday we could get a educational channel. Metal stakes, picket pounders. Yeah, Bible radio, back in them days, you got the real news. And then I'm showing 0 again. Everybody left me. Say hello. The birds are flying every direction tonight. Welcome in. Say hello if you're still here. I can't get and I try, and I try. Nobody on. Welcome in, folks. Say hello. What was the moon? Not in there last night?
Huh?
The moon. Behind this tree?
No.
Huh?
Is it there now?
No.
Oh.
Too light.
It's probably over here.
I don't see why it would be over there when it's over here for the last week.
Does it move?
I don't think it moves that much. That's like half a world. 2 whole states. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Hit that thumbs up. Say hello in the chat if you're new to the room or if you're not. Tell us you're here. Get a conversation started. I can't even see the numbers. They blink. Nothing going on. I can't tell if I'm frozen or unfrozen. Thank you for the thumbs up, someone. Now say hello. It's almost moon time. Put the cats outside in their net. They sit there and look inside the door. Leave them inside. They'll sit there and look out the whole time. I don't think this thing is working. Hello, Dakota. Yep, I knew it wasn't working. Messy. Been a while. I missed a lot of people here, people. Ask away, ask away. I thought we had froze. I don't know what the red moon means. What's the red moon mean, Mama?
Tonight is the buck moon.
The what?
The buck moon.
Buff?
Buck.
Buck.
You know, buck, like, buck.
She says tonight is the buck moon. What?
Also the hay moon.
Hay?
Mm-hmm.
So it must be a good hay crop. I have never heard of a cow that changed colors.
It's the furthest away from the earth that it's going to be all year.
Well, you put a little bit too much water there, did you not?
Well,
So what has been going on, Messi? Still playing the soccer? I've never heard of a cow that changed colors. Is it called a chameleon? Cowmeleon? I mean, I didn't know till last year that the color of a chicken's ear would be the color of the egg it laid, so. Do we have a candle, like a citrus thing to burn, mosquito candle, or?
no, I have bug spray.
Well, bring the bug spray. She goes, nope, she's saving her candles for the witch's seance.
I don't have a citronella.
Any kind of candle. We do have bug spray. I have a couple cans in the camper in the truck, but I'm not going to go after it. Was supposed to be, I think, full moon tonight. Hello, Daniel. It was pretty close last night. So it's really close. Like 63, 64th or something like that. That's what we're waiting on, Daniel. Where are you from? By the calendar wise, it says it the fullest tonight, and what did you say? The furthest away from the earth that it will be all year long. The werewolves will be out. Minnesota, welcome in. Charles is still there. Charles, you never texted me and told me the chat had froze up earlier. I missed the Dakota kid and everybody. Buck and hay moon, yep. I guess, I don't know. Out of season, but time to get a big buck or harvest the hay. Yeah. That number has never been correct, but I can get people talking and it will say 0. But then sometimes it says 8 people and nobody talks.
Did you see what he's doing?
What's he doing?
He's sitting on top of that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I understand. Charles tells me that same thing too. And last night, Charles, well, this morning, YouTube told me I lost 6 hours last night. So how is that even possible? It'll give me 20 hours one night and then tell me I'm 6 less the next day. Same with subscribers. It was up to like 520 and then went all the way back to 504. Like I say, I think YouTube just kicking people in and out. Can't really pay attention to the numbers. I get notifications every day that says, congratulations, I'm over 4,000 hours. But then on my studio, it still shows about 2,700 or whatever.
What if we planted the tomatoes in right here?
Well, we would probably have to dig it a deeper hole and put in better dirt. Now it's showing 0, and I know there's people in here talking, so. When you come back out, will you open my second one and come out when you come out with it? Yeah, YouTube will give you what they want to give you and nothing else. And you know, if you ever watch these YouTubers, I like to put things in a mold. I just got an email today from work that want me to trap the raccoons. So now I can carry my sidearm and delete them, as they call it in the email. Delete them and not in front of the campers though. Hello, Eclipse. Your sister was just here today. Yeah, that's what the email said. Take them back to the maintenance area and delete them. What's up today, Sundrop? Don't tell me that boyfriend dumped you. Zoe tells us she's been hanging out with her friends all week, so what have you been doing? Eclipse, if you haven't subscribed to everyone, please do so. It'll make your day feel a lot better. Uh-oh. Well, good job, Charles. Can anybody see the moon where they're at yet? We should be 3 hours ahead of Bible radio. Good job, Eclipse. Follow Sissy's Life, Bible Radio. Drop them a comment so they can follow you back. Yeah, and how did you hurt yourself? That definitely will happen. I did the same thing about 20 years ago. Cost me about $1,800 in medical bills too. Not yet, not yet. I don't know how the moon can move 10,000 miles in one day, but I know it spins around the world, but or it sits still and we spin, but every time I come out here and sit, it's always right between those trees, so. But I understand, like I said, the cameras at work, I have to move all the solar panels because there's no sunshine charging the batteries anymore. And Charles, when are you going to do a video of you playing cornhole?
Did I show you my little tool?
Don't set it in that spilt stuff.
Look at this.
Why would you get that?
Comes with 2 chargers. And 2 more chains. It's exciting. I'm gonna cut that freaking tree thing down.
Well, don't cut the friggin' pipeline. Mama bought her a new tool. This is not a paid promotion, guys, but she could probably tell you all about it. $21 Oddly enough, it doesn't match anything else. Everybody says hello, Mama D.
Hi.
You should probably tighten that chain up a little bit.
I don't know.
Massive 6-inch bar here. You can go through some tall timbers.
Where do you need this? What is that?
That noise?
Yeah.
Aliens. They're keeping the moon from us. We just got one of these at work with a 12-inch bar, and I'm telling you, about the first 2 cuts, and it's full of sawdust, and it does just like this one. The chain loosens up on it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It'd be great for around the house, pruning, trimming.
Want me to go check it out?
You can, but you cut that friggin' Freon line in 2. You want me to put Mama D on camera for working our first project over here? Well, I would hate to say, but I would guess Temu. Is that where it came from?
Yes.
I would be correct. Temu. Well, here goes the air conditioner. Oh no, she doesn't want to be on. She shook her head no with a very angry face. Bring me the branch when you get it. But I will give you a demonstration here. If she brings me the limb over. Looks like it comes with a nice carrying case, 2 batteries, a charger, 3 chains. Mission accomplished. Probably not. I don't think you could probably grab it with your hand and bog it down, but I'm sure being brand new, the chain's pretty sharp. Hand me the biggest branch out of that and the saw.
Well, it's all in one thing.
Well, it's not real wood, so it twiggy, twiggy, twiggy. I don't know if it's called shit two or shy two.
STU. STU.
Not real wood, but it would be great on twigs. I'll let you know right here in a second. Hang on.
Now what are you doing?
Go get a piece of wood.
I don't know. Because I had a bunch of stuff in my hands, I guess. What? Wait, why are you
I'll
going
mow
to
it
cut
some more.
that?
To see if it works.
That's our fire thing.
We'll see how the piece of hickory does.
Don't go cutting yourself up.
Shush. Solid hickory. Good deal, good deal. So keep the chain sharp.
Comes
Yeah.
with 2 chains.
3 chains.
Well, yeah, 3. 2 batteries.
So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Do you want to tell them the price you paid for that?
I'll have to look it up, but yeah, I can.
Okay. And she'll give you the cost of that. Yeah, it went right through that. I mean, that was a wheelbarrow handle, tempered, so. So she'll probably cut all the legs off the tables because she's kind of short.
Shoulda. Comes with safety glasses.
Yeah, I should have wear the proper PPE when I cut that with the safety glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, sharp as it is, it should come with chaps and everything else. Safety harness. And it just never goes back in the box. Was it? Very good. Good deal. And that's our shout out for the day. STU. Great little carrying case it comes in. Which is made in China. Everything is anymore. Well, I don't think we have any wood growing except for my cedar bushes, but maybe if we can get the off-grid place going. But I can't blame her. I just went and Lowe's and Home Depot had some really great deals on tools over the weekend, so I splurged a little bit. A lot of cordless tools too. Buy one, get 2 tools free. Buy a battery and charger and get a free tool. So you can't beat those deals, especially when the tools are sell for $200 a piece. And you pay $200 for 2 batteries and charger and get 2 free tools. So there you go. I tightened your thing up the correct way.
I thought it would be handy on camping things that thing has been bothering me for I can't tell you how long.
Yeah,
I
ever
don't know
since
why
you
you
moved
don't
in.
Weed whack that stuff.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Pretty lightweight. Probably don't even weigh a pound.
It was $29.
$29.
But I got a $4.26 credit.
There you go.
So
Just like Menards, you get money back. Hello, Victor. Money back to spend on Temu.
it was
Sometimes,
actually $25.
but my daughter, and they just bought a 10-inch post hole digger on there for like $120, and that was cheaper than renting it. So, yes, it has been, Victor. How you been doing? We're just trying out some new bargain tools here and waiting on the moon. Good job, Mama D. Good job.
Do you like it?
I'd like for you to use it extensively.
We don't have a lot of things to use it around here.
There's plenty of wood in the garage. Just practice. Well, like I say, we have 2 trees in the front yard. Every once in a while, it'll drop a limb down. Hello, Messi. Your code, Victor? She can cut it up for the fire pit. If we ever get any wood. What's wrong with you? You got the flu? There you go. Pretty good for pruning those limbs out where you can mow underneath of them. That's what I done all day long. Oh, air conditioning. Well, it's cold in the house. That's why I'm out here. And of course, it's starting to get dark and the clouds is completely fogged over the whole sky.
I'm gonna go in the front to see what
There'll be no moan.
oh, they'll be playing.
Keeping it too cold in there. Or you're getting low on Freon. Yep, if it's freezing up, that just says it's not working right. Maybe a little low, but I mean, last time I had mine serviced, it had a small pinhole in it. They soldered the pinhole and filled it back up. I think they charged me 580 bucks. Crazy. Was here for less than an hour. Well, she would have her own YouTube channel here because she gets at least 3 packages every day in the mail. Well, you could probably take it out and just give it a real good clean. They make a spray that you spray in there. It's like an acid spray. Spray it in there, hose it out. She can. If it's anything to do with crafting or resin, knitting, crocheting, and I just finished up that little side project the other day. I didn't film any, babe, because irate tenants over there, pretty loud, and they were all fighting. So I finished it up and got out of there. I have to get the stuff around to get another one started here before too long, so I'll get you some videos out and show you my new cordless tools, all from DeWalt, of course. Well, I will tell that cat to bite you on the ankle. Don't tell me the cat is winning, Victor. Welcome in, folks, welcome in. Hit that thumbs up while you're in the room. Lets me know that you're here and you care. I still encourage everyone every day, guys. Jump on my channel, click on that playlist, watch some videos. Help me out. Or just play the videos and let it run all night long. She has been out here twice, and she has let the cats out twice and took them back in twice. Half day tomorrow, 2.5 day weekend. I'm gonna love it. Charles, I see Camperman is already getting a jump on me. Looked like he was camping the other morning. Yep, we're rolling right along with that. We just can't get the watch hours. I'd say we probably got 1,000 since you've been in last time, Messi, or maybe more than that. Probably got at least 10 more videos out there too. take a break from life every day and just watch a few of the videos. Drop me some comments. Might be a long live if we're going to sit here until the moon shows up. Already at 57 minutes. Can anybody else see the moon yet? Already? Still pretty light here, as you can see. I mean, the camera is not lighting it up. It's actually lighter out than what the camera's showing. The street light haven't even kicked on yet. I appreciate that. And please, always drop me a comment. Let me know you've been there. Share them out to your friends. Share them out on your channel. I'm going to have to get out this weekend and do something because... Yep, I was there. And one of these days you're going to say that and you're going to actually be there. Coming soon, I think the 26th. Yeah, we pulled some wires. I got to get my camera switched over to the new internet. Easy on the language there, Victor. And seeing my chat just stopped, so I don't even know. There we go. We've been doing good, doing good. Work and play is all we're getting done. And I'm hoping maybe Saturday night I'm looking at a place. I think I got a little walk and hike. It's about 4 miles. About 2 miles in and hike and maybe camp and then come back. Hey Victor, nobody is even talking to you, so knock it off. Who else has a big weekend planned? What's the plan this weekend, Sissy? You gonna head for that pool or are you gonna work on the farm? Well, we got no rain on the forecast here, Charles, so. Is it out front?
Well, I'll tell you.
Oh, here we go.
What time is it now?
I don't know.
9:24. What's that military time?
9:24. It's 9:24.
Military time.
21:24.
So right now,
Mama D's in the picture.
right now it's behind their house.
Oh, tell them to move their house.
So we won't see it until what time is that?
11:19.
We might see it above the trees
So anyhow, 2 hours. 2 hours wait on the moon. This guy's going to bed.
then. But it's not going to get very high in the sky. Nope, it's not going to get really high at all.
She's got her lunar graph out.
It's gonna come just like that and go right back down.
I used to have a lunar clock, but it lost its tick. Now it's just a lunatic. Thank you, dear. Well, she got her shoulder in the picture. That's as close as we've been for a while. Yeah, kind of weird. I mean, sometimes I would do a sunrise at work and the moon would still be up in the sky. So I know one's on a bigger orbit and all this good stuff, and mathematically how it catches each other and does the eclipse and all that good stuff. But it's just weird sometimes when you sit and think about it. So no live moon view tonight, which means we'll all be safe from the werewolves. And I probably won't be able to see it because I'll be going to sleep. Half a day tomorrow. Get there early, get out early. Well, you had to be to join that profession. I would like to be somewhere on an island, on the beach, by myself, and one of those moons that come up out of the water and stay up for a little bit and then go back into the water. Time lapse it, video it all. My phone has that, whatever it's called, slow motion or time lapse videos. I've never even tried to use it yet. But we'll hang out and talk a while. Me too. Especially if it's not crowded. Not even close yet, Messy. Not even close. Right now, Victor, fireworks incoming, Charles. I just want to be a camp bum. Find me a nice little hidden campground somewhere. Stay for free. Make a couple bucks to help out around there. Just go from one to another. Move with the weather. Hey, Josh. Now what are we talking about, dude? Three what, Victor? Well, it ain't. You can have 1,000,000 subs there, Missy, but people have to actually gotta watch. Well, text me with some info there, JT. No matter it, subs have nothing to do with it. It's the subs that actually have to watch the video and get the hourly count built up. And you see a lot of channels, people, Junk to Jim, Mary and Miley. I think Junk to Jim was monetized with less than 3,000 subscribers. He just got a good group that hung with him and watched everything he done and stayed and commented and, you know, would pop into his live and stay for the full hour. He built those hours up quick, you know, just like Charles can tell you. We done, what, a 3-hour live the other day on the way back, and in that 3-hour live, we got over 27 hours of watch time. Well, what was it, Charles? Like 6,000 some views that popped in for 11 seconds or 20 some seconds, and that's all that mattered. Yeah, that was crazy. All those seconds and minutes add up, especially if you get a lot of people. But, you know, then again, you know, I try to run a loop. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. I can log out and run my feed for all night long, and just like last night, it took 4 hours away from me, so I don't know what the thing is with YouTube anymore. They give you what they want, and they take what they want. Well, that's just it. Just like the lives, how can you pop in for 11 seconds and learn anything? I mean, you could pop in for 11 seconds when nothing at all has been said. It's just, I don't even know if I'm pretty sure the short views do not count, but I mean, if viewers don't come in and say, hey, I like to see this or I like to see that, I mean, I can't do what everybody wants to see. I only can do what I do in my day. I mean, I can't go to work one day and run a bulldozer, or if there's not a bulldozer, or, that's what we were started talking about at the live. I watch people, hello Jello, that has 20 or 30,000 subscribers, and they're flying to Europe, they're flying to Spain, they're flying to Germany, all because the YouTubers are watching their stuff and sponsoring them. And I would guess if everybody wants to watch 24/7 and be whatever they called Patreons and send you money left and right, then yeah, you could do that too. But influencers, yep. It's just a simple person with a simple channel. I mean, we don't try and do anything that anybody else out there can't do. And of course, once you get monetized and you start getting those sponsors and all these people sending you stuff to add to your video, sure, you're going to make a little money off that. I doubt if Jello will answer. She usually pops in and says hello and then leaves. Never says another word. And we get a lot of people does that. They'll say hi, they'll throw in a thumb, and then scroll along. I kind of do the same thing every once in a while, but I try and hang out, and some of the people are pretty funny on here. Charles, how many can you tell are in the room? Who do we got? I am showing 8 thumbs and 0 people. And Sissy's showing 3 and 9. Well, I've watched probably every video on YouTube about the tips and the tricks of what to do to get monetized, and it's everybody copies from the other guys saying the same thing, and none of it works. What tips and tricks would you like to see here, Messi? I mean, when I'm doing work on the side or something, I'll throw in a little something or show you the progress. Work being done, show you what tool I'm using, but since I'm not allowed to do that work anymore thanks to someone reporting me for doing videos at work, uh, you don't get to see a lot of that. Yep, survival tips. I don't know if I can show you any survival tips. I mean, you want me to go out into the woods and show you how to skin a squirrel and eat it? But nowadays, do you see all these people being monetized on YouTube? It's because they're a young girl, they show their boobs or their butt, hang out on video for 5 minutes, camp in their backyard. Yeah, maybe I'll catch a raccoon. I probably can't do any more in the woods than any other average person out there. So maybe that's just what you're saying, Missy. Maybe my videos are too boring, but when I go somewhere to camp, I try and show you the things that I do that, just are available. If you want to go camping and you got $1 million to spend, then by all means, take a chopper ride, rent a yacht, a boat, show how much money you got. That is not me. I'll show you if I can catch a fish there. I can show you I can build a fire. I will show you how people do there, how they hang out, how I enjoy my time. And every once in a while, I'll show you what I eat. But just a normal person's view of the campground. Yeah. I can do trisection and resection there if I got 2 known points or no known points. But you always got to remember to subtract or add that geometric angle from your typo map. Yeah, people don't want to learn that anymore. People want to do video games and yep, I know what you mean, Messy. Good night, Victor. Are you leaving us? I might sit out for a while and just see if the old moon shows up, but I don't know how long I'll run this live. We'll see you the next time, Victor. It's going to be dark here in a minute. You won't be able to see me. Well, the next generation will have some kind of electronic device to show them all that, Charles. They won't know a depression from a cliff or a hillside to a spur. I guarantee you nobody under the age of 25 even knows they have a pace count. Unless they've just enlisted in the military and become a 12B, which is a dying breed, my friend. Well, I got 4 on my screen. Yeah, and that's just it, Missy. I mean, there's people on there that will show you that. Will show you how to make a drawstring or a bowstring to start a fire. A little bit of Boy Scout stuff, but people don't want that when you got a Family Dollar every 5 mile down the road where you can buy a Cricut lighter for 99 cents. People want it simple and easy. Useful in everyday life, Missy. When I was going to school, I thought, why the heck do I need to learn all this math? Who cares about geometry and algebra and trigonometry? But every once in a while, it comes in handy. All right, Victor, we'll see you soon. Oh, the first little lightning bug come up behind me. If I can only open my valves a little more to get the backfire to crack a little higher. We used to work in a place that had old gas tow motors, and quiet as heck when you drive them, but you could turn the key off and back on, it would backfire and scare the crap out of everybody walking. Well, it's starting to get dark here now. Yep. And the problem with a lot of it today is that people don't want to work if they can get other people to do it for them. I could go to sleep back here and you wouldn't know. Yeah, I noticed that today there. I took the grandson, we was looking for some camping stuff, and one line was open and everything else was scan your own shit. Same way with Menards. I was at Menards the other day and there was at least 30 people in each line, but 9 lines and they had 2 open. And they got 3 managers standing there in the little booth making sure nobody got angry or they'd have to call someone else to come up and open up a register. Go to Lowe's and dig and move stuff in a pile to find you some good lumber or whatever. Load it up yourself and get to the front, and then one of the managers wants to scan their card and get credit for selling you that shit. Yep. Kind of like Aldi's up here. They done away with their checkouts and you got to take your own bags in to put the groceries in. They don't even give you those anymore. And I don't mean no offense to anyone, but you know, that's why we have so many illegals in this country, because nobody in the country wants to do a job anymore. I think if I live 20 more years, it's going to be a sad place for my children's children. Hello, Jerry. Heavy sigh, man. So dark. Let me turn out the outside lights, see if that helps. I'm sure that will definitely help with the bugs. We got her done, man. We got her done. I figured you guys would like it more if you couldn't see my face, but it's the voice you can't handle, right? Jerry, did you come in on an emotional thought that I was having? Man, if I knew I had an outside light, we could sit out here all night long. I've got 10 with 3 people. I see a UFO flying over too. If it gets close enough, I'll get you a visual of it. Old man rant. Back in my day when I walked to school barefooted in my sister's underwear, uphill both ways, 7 feet of snow. That was hard times. Yep. And there's nothing wrong with wearing hand-me-downs, but when you have older sisters, life's no fun when you have to wear a dress to school. That's true. That's true. I was more of a Mountain Dew kind of kid, but and 7 Up and never had it and never will. Ha 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 ha. The Uncola. I didn't have knees back when I was a kid. I had shankles. Vietnam done shot my shins off. We didn't even have bug juice when we were younger. We had goat milk, and cheese. Mama inside wanted to know if I see the moon. I wouldn't tell her if I did see it. Yeah, I would. That's right, the Oncola. Well, if you're lucky to still have one around to catch those stories, hang on to them as long as you can. We have talked about this many times. Heck yeah, man. Soda Trail was that glitch in the Matrix. You couldn't go down the hill at the same time you were going up the hill. I am a grandpa now, but I'm not allowed to tell my grandkids stories. Let me tell you about the little train that could. I'd be like Colonel Payne. Colonel, I can't feel my legs. You ain't got no legs. My war face. Whoa! I hate that guy. I never had a plan for Martin. Did you have a dog sled? Or if it snowed so much you just didn't go anywhere because, your family had a root cellar with plenty of food packed away in it. I can remember going to the cellar and getting a jar of beans or a jar of corn, and I knew what we were having for dinner. I always wanted those dogs that had the little whiskey barrel. St. Bernards. A lead-filled snowshoe. That didn't work over very well. And you don't see any houses being built anymore with food cellars. Now everything is dehydrated in a can that's going to last you 20 years, but that goes down in the bomb shelter. Yep, that is true. Or if it wasn't made there on the farm. Eggs and churning the old butter. Scrape that pig's head and get that lard off of it. So did my mom and dad. I I got one sister that passed away a few years ago, and she was the only one that I knew of the four of us, the six of us actually, that ever actually still canned. But now that generation's gone. Your sister does, I hope. Yep. And that's what fed you all year long, and I can never in my life remember ever going hungry. Now, that's cool. The only thing my dad would never teach me is how to make moonshine. Homebrew, not moonshine. I might be doing a different kind of live right now. If I had that recipe, live from penitentiary. Well, it says I'm down to nobody again, so there we go. The light didn't help whatsoever. We had great childhoods, that's the thing. And we didn't know how good we had it until right now. Yep. My parents never did because none of the blackberries ever made it back. When we go out and pick them, we'd have them ate before we got home. Don't ever send a kid out to pick blackberries. And I need a haircut. And you'd always see a snake when you pick blackberries. I don't know why that is. And we got our third train of the live. Can you hear that lonesome whistle blowing? Oh, heck yeah. No. Can't get a kid to go out into the woods. Chuck Berries. I remember him. Hello, baby. Now let's do the twist. And Dingleberries. I remember that one too. Huckleberry pie. I'll be your Huckleberry. Well, the hopefully the 26th. I think that's a weekend. I might try to go out this Saturday and do a little hiking camp. We'll see how busy it gets. Mulberry. We had one mulberry bush in our backyard, and man, they would make you pucker. And a persimmon tree right beside it. Welcome back. Welcome, Dawn. Welcome, Dawn. We are waiting on the moon. I know it's too early in California to see the moon. See, that's 4 people who just said something in the chat, and I'm showing 1 person in the live. Pawpaw. Well, we got some pawpaw trees in the park. We got a lot of people try to get in there and find those. 25, 26, 27. There you go. That will be the correct weekend then. And Charles, you're invited. If you can get away and Pawpaw, I could do that. I will find out when they come into bloom and when they start dropping, and picking up pawpaws, putting them in the pocket, way down yonder in the pawpaw patch. I'm pretty sure in 8 miles of park there's only 2 trees. Oh, I will film it all. And that's the thing, you know, people don't want to watch 30, 40-minute videos of mine. They want to see 18 minutes, 10 minutes. And you can't even get there in that amount of time. You know, like, oh, here we are at the car. We're at camp now. We're going to take a break and set up. All right, we're going to set up. Here's a fire. Here's what we're doing. Click, click, click. And too many cuts and you miss everything in between. And myself, I don't like videos like that. Well, I will definitely, in a hike, I will do probably two shorts a day. Mrs. D shut off my inside light, so she's like, I'm out of here. I do like the Truman Show. I get enough battery and life and chargers, and I'm just like, 6 a.m., I'm starting my live, and it's going to run till 6 a.m. the next morning. And do all that without any sleep. Well, she'll be up till 3 o'clock in the morning. She has got much YouTube of her own to watch, so. And I know she's got stuff scattered all over the bed in there that she's working on. So she will make several trips out here to see that moon tonight. She claims to be a witch. This ain't me. This is her saying this. So she tracks that moon pretty good. Somebody with their leftover fireworks popping and cracking back there. I can see 3 stars and a little bit of the Milky Way. And Don J, I don't know if the shorts help me out on watch time or not. I don't think they're included. That's why I like to make short 5-6 minute videos. But you got to get people to watch. And it seems like, what was the last number? 57% of the people who watch are not even in the US. And there's still almost 70% of the people watch without being subscribed. So I don't understand. Well, I eat Bob Evans sausage every day, and so does Mrs. D. What I miss the most is Ruby Tuesday. Man, they had some great biscuits. And they would not give me the recipe before they closed down. I got one spot of gray hair. I can't get the rest of it to turn white. Yeah. People are out, but you know, like I say, it was December when I started doing live, so before December I had no watch hours whatsoever. So, you know, 6 months time, almost there, so I'm taking that. And wintertime I'll be back into my indoor projects. So that would be cool too. Hopefully we'll have 5-6 apartments to completely redo, so that will be fun. Get you into some refab and rehab. Welcome in, folks. I haven't said that in about 42 minutes. Hit that thumbs up, say hello. I got my little rocking chair frog light going on here. He's pretty cool. He's lighting the way for me tonight. Of course, that's Mama D's, so don't break it. But I think at 8 minutes, 15 seconds, I'm going to shut her down. Whether the moon's out or not, I'm going to bed. Yeah, it's supposed to be one of those low swing moons tonight, so it won't be seen by a lot of people. I hope everybody is doing good and feeling well, happy with themselves out there, planning on having a great weekend. Right, what time is it now? 11:19. I think it's supposed to pop up over that tree, so. Ten 14. Well, over an hour, but I don't know. She'll wake me up when she's getting ready to come out and say, let's go. If I'm wakeable. I think if I'm snoring, she won't bother me. Either that or if I'm laying on my belly and my. It's funny. She's like, oh, if your feet are facing downward, I don't wake you up. I'm like, I don't understand, but that's funny. Welcome in, folk. Welcome in. If you're new to the room, say hello. I'm showing 4. Who is it? Charles Sissy. .40 minutes. Charles is always here. I haven't seen Camperman all night either. He said he is planning an adventure, and he is supposed to hook up with me down in KY when the next trip and go on that adventure with us too. So but yet me, you, and Charles. I mean, I don't count, so we know there's people watching. Who is it, Charles? Does it say? I don't have that technology on my cell phone. Well, the sky is kind of light over there, but well, maybe they are, but you know, a lot of times it's somebody's leaving, somebody coming in, so the number doesn't change. I mean, I think we were up to 50 at one time on that travel live, but 50 was the highest, 50 some, but like I say, there was over 6,500 people come through there. So they were leaving as fast as people were coming. It just never changes. And if I hadn't stopped for coffee and shut that live down, it would have been hard to say how many people had been in 4 hours. Because the hour before that, I think, was like 1,600. Yeah, I can on the computer, and Charles can because he's a moderator. There's a little thing on my home computer where it says on my chat board that allows me to see who's in the chat, yes. Or who's online and not talking. But if they haven't commented yet, then they won't be in that group either. So they've had to make a comment and stuck around. But then again, Messy's here. Yeah, I just got to figure out where to drive to for 3 hours. I might do one in the morning. Get up and just I did the other morning. You got like 50 some people, but I'll get up in the morning and do about an hour drive before I go into work. I'll probably start at, say, 6:45. Well, I definitely will be doing a live on the way down when I head that way for my little hiking trip. And we'll probably be doing too many lives. Sometimes you just overburden people with videos and they're like, Jesus, Pete, he's on again? I mean, I see people do lives, they'll get on, they'll talk for 20 minutes, they'll go to bed. The live will run all night long while they sleep. I mean, and I don't know how many people they get, but they all seem to have 40, 50,000 subscribers, so who in the heck wants to want you to sleep? Especially not me, because I probably snore pretty loud. I mean, Mrs. D would be up the whole time, but yeah, I will do the drive live, but and more and more on the videos of the people that I watch, it's clickbait, clickbait. They put on some stupid heading or comment on their video to get you to click onto it, and there is absolutely nothing pertaining to that in the video. Oh, he said this, he hit her hard, or and then nothing. The camping, heck yeah. I'm hoping to do that on Sunday morning or Saturday night. If I can get this local spot, I mean, they got a full campground, but there's some places further on down the trail from that. But I would have to probably park and walk 6 miles back to the spot, which would be okay, not a problem. And then do a video of the setup. The setup, I'd probably do a hammock instead of a tent. Yep, a little fire, little burner, hot cup of coffee in the morning, maybe a little hot water, or warm up some chicken and rice or something like that. Not a biggie, but yeah. Like I say, I got a new hammock tent, cover, bug screen, all that good stuff. I like to show a good setup on. That would be cool. And I would do a true review. If this thing's a piece of crap and I slept like a monkey, I'm going to tell you about it. Very cool, very cool. I can even do that when I take the camper back out too. You listened, Ozark. Say again, over. I'm not really sure. I'll have to check that out. But it is a, I don't know, 400-pound rating. Came with the zip-on net, bug net, so 100% bug proof, and then it has the nylon runner with a rain. And did you guys get that blip? It just kicked me out. Why did it do that? 88% still. Nope, it has guide ropes on it to keep you from falling out. I'm hoping Charles is going to be able to make it on our Kentucky hike down there. If he's willing and able to go, he is invited. So Charles, you're keeping that weekend free for me, I hope. I think the caves over there has a 8-mile loop, 4 miles back to I think it's like a shelter house, but there's supposedly plenty of spots to set up tents. And just hopefully no one else is back there on the same weekend. So let me know. I'm going to try to get the other Charles. Nope. Nope, not this year. And I don't think they will. Will they let you camp on your own at the gorge? Yes, 25th, 26th, 27th, Charles. That, I won't talk too much now, but that's going to be one of my, kind of my last resorts for right now. We'll talk about other stuff later on, but no, we'll be in Carter County, Sissy, on this one. Camp spot's close, but, well, if you want to go, I'll get you a friggin' battery. That's not a problem, but I don't really want a camp spot. I want a open range, like up here we have the Buckeye Trail. You can camp anywhere along this trail that's not a private property. So we just want an open trail that where you can, I mean, most of them will have like a spot every 4 to 5 miles. Appalachian Trail, hundreds and hundreds of miles, thousands that, you know, hundreds of spots on that you can camp. But it's just got to be an open range. Pack in, pack out, you know. All right, 2 hours, 5 minutes, guys. Yeah, I mean, if it's up here, you can primitive camp for about 25 bucks a night, which ain't bad. But the only problem with that is you get every pot smoker, loud person in the world, and it's usually packed. Well, is it a dry cell where you pop the caps off and fill it up with the acid? Make sure you do that before you charge it. I mean, I got a charger I can bring if you want to charge it up first, but is it a big square battery? Send me a picture of it. I have a small 12-volt battery come out of a Chevy Oliva or something like that, a smaller one. Okay, well, send me a picture of it if you can, and we'll go from there. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I see the sky is kind of light in that area, but no moon yet, so I'll give it 30 minutes or so. But I'll try to take some pictures of you for the background tomorrow. And we'll see how that goes. I appreciate you each and every one, guys, and hopefully fun times are ahead. Thank you, Messy, for hanging out, and Charles and Sissy, and anybody else who's watching and not talking. But I'm out of here. Good night, good night.